How do I retain my staff? This is a common question I get from many business owners, small, medium, large organization. This seems to be one common problem many are facing. And as you can see that there's this new normal, there's this hybrid working. There have been so many changes which have been taking place due to the pandemic. And today I want to share with you staff retention, how to overcome challenges in retaining your employees. I'm not just going to share certain insights. I even want to share some tools with you. So ensure that you watch this video till the end because there are some impact driven valuable tools that I want to share with you, which is going to be game changing according to me. And for those who don't know me, my name is Vijay. I'm a business transformation and leadership strategist. I advise CEOs, boards, and companies globally. So let me go straight into the challenges because it's very important to find out exactly which of these challenges you might be resonating with. So the first challenge that I note many business owners face is lacking accountability. Now, I have seen in many organizations there's this role duplicity. In one particular organization, it was a manufacturing organization, a family run business, but this executive had two bosses who were giving instructions to this executive. And what really happened is this executive was really overwhelmed and ultimately resigned. And in another instant, what happened is there was this one particular CEO who was the owner of the organization, and what he was doing is he was shifting goalposts. He wasn't really very clear about the roadmap and kept on dabbling, as I put it, and going from one to another and giving multiple instructions to his subordinates. Now, when you do that, there's no clarity, and that fuzziness is a challenge when it comes to retaining your employees. So, the second challenge I want to share with you is likability and heavily reliant. I have observed business owners who rely on one or two of their key staff members. I'm not saying that you don't rely on a couple of your influential team members, but here's what happens. The rest of the team members, they feel isolated. They feel left out, and they're not really connected. So this in itself causes this insecurity. It causes some uneasiness as well amongst team members. A third challenge which is related that I want to share with you is not recognizing and appreciating employees. And in one particular organization, it went a bit deeper. There was this executive, and her superior in this particular meeting is giving credit to one or two of the other team members, but not this particular executive. Yet, this executive had put in so much hours and she had added a lot of value. So she felt completely demotivated and her morale was low as well. Self esteem was down as well. So, this is another key problem in many businesses I've come across. Another big challenge I want to share with you is lack of trust and transparency. And when does lack of trust and transparency come in? Is when there is doubt which creeps in, when there is authenticity which is missing as well. And so what happens is that if the CEO or if the business owner is only interested in his or her gain, what happens is the rest of the team are not going to be comfortable. This is another key challenge. And the last challenge that I want to share with you, although there are very many others, is no clear path of progression. Team members are not given a clear opening, a clear path of progression. And this is another key reason why staff leave. And so now I want to share with you how to overcome challenges in retaining your employees. First and foremost, what is the root? The root is, do you have the right fit? So the first point of call is your HR department or your recruiting, or if you're outsourcing, how well do you have your non-negotiable criteria? Do you have the behaviors, attitudes, and approach truly checked out? Because in many instances, if you got some employee who's not fitting the culture because he or she is arrogant or has got an attitude, that may not be the right fit, despite them having the skills, them having the competencies, and them having the experiences. It could be detrimental to the growth of your organization if the culture is hampered. You need to make sure you have the right fit. So what do? So if you have an HR department, or if you have your team members, you need to appraise and make sure that all your team members are aligned to the company culture, the way the environment is, the working mechanisms in your organization, because that will make them comfortable, it will make you comfortable, and it will be well aligned and balanced. The second point I want to share with you of how you can overcome this challenge of retaining your employees is ensuring that you understand what your team members really expect. It's very important to know what your employees want, because they are the heart of your business. So I asked the CEO that, do you know the expectations of your team members? And immediately this CEO, he said, yes, I do. And they want money. But it's not only the money factor. Yes, money plays an important role, and you have to incentivize your team members, making sure that you pay them the right packages so that they are comfortable and there's no trapped energy at the end of the day, and you'll be able to unlock the highest level of potential. So, money is a factor, but there are very many other factors as well. For example, connecting with them, and in some instances it's just some coaching they may need, or they may need some mentoring, or they just need that connectivity in the organization. So it is critical to find out exactly what the staff really want, which leads me to the third point, which is very important, is that give them a voice, give them a say in the future of the organization. And how do you do this? Is that you, as a leader, need to be clear about the vision of your organization, what your strategy is, what your goals are, what your objectives are, and you need your team members empowered to contribute to achieving those goals and to achieve those results as well. Because once you have that buy-in from your team members, you'll see new innovative ideas, you'll get new creative ideas as well. So this is key. If you want innovation and creativity, which is now standard in organizations, then you need to get their perceptions, you need to get their ideas. And the only way you can do this is by giving them a voice and empowering them. Which leads me to the next point of how you can overcome this challenge of retaining employees, and that is offer them a clear progression path. Make sure that with the growth of the organization, they will grow with the organization. That is what scalability is all about. Scalability is all about making sure that there are other building blocks which you will be having in your organization, in your business, which is going to help all the team members elevate as well, elevate their standards, their professional progression path, everything. So it's very important that you have that clarity as well. They can see a future which is bright and which is aligning with them. That leads me to the next point of how you can overcome this challenge is by giving them flexibility. So there was this one executive, and I was asking him that how does he find his particular job here in London? And he said, I love my job. And so I asked him that, what if you get another job which pays double the salary that you are earning? And he said, I wouldn't still leave this particular job. I was asking him that what makes you stick to this particular job? And what he shared was very important. He said that I have got all the flexibility. I can work from home. I can work from the office. It's up to me how I want to work. Number two, he's saying my superiors are always asking me, how can they help me? And they are all connected with me. And same with the subordinates as well. So he's saying the culture here is excellent. It's just at another level altogether. And finally, what he said is, he's saying that I love what I'm doing. So the job he's doing is the right fit for him. He just loves the mission he's involved in, and he's saying that he just loves what he's doing. So these are some of the reasons. What I propose you do is look into what flexibility you can offer to your employees. What is it that you can give that will help them balance their life and their career as well? So you have to work with them and find out exactly how you can really come up with a flexible model which is a win-win for your organization. Because remember one thing, your highest leverage is going to be your team members. So you need to work with them and make sure that you get the maximum out of them. That leads me to the final point of how you can overcome this challenge of retaining your employees, and that is making sure that you listen with empathy, have the emotional intelligence so you know exactly what they are feeling, and self awareness as well, and you are completely connected, but at the same time, recognize and appreciate your employees. I was instrumental in the growth of one particular organization which grew 20-fold. And what the CEO, who was the owner, was doing is giving handwritten notes, handwritten appreciation notes to employees. And that meant a lot. That really elevated the energy levels, that really maximized value. It just took the company to another level altogether because everybody felt part of the organization. It's a complete different feeling. It's a complete heightened level of growth and success for businesses, and it's a complete win-win for everybody. So work on these particular points because I believe is going to really make an impact. And if you take these points into consideration, what I've shared with you, I believe that you will have over a 90% chance of retaining your employees. This is what I truly believe just by sharing these particular insights. So thank you very much. And if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I'll be sharing more insight driven, valuable videos in the coming few days, which is going to help you to become a highly effective entrepreneur, leader, director, executive, and manager. So thank you very much. Bye for now.